The day before yesterday, I was at the bar with a friend of mine, someone who I knew from a long time ago, who honestly was not the best of people to be hanging out with. And her new boyfriend, the actual friend, her boyfriend. The council have not called me, so that's something. I went onto a rape crisis hotline to tell them about what my ex had done to me, even though that's been such a fucking long time ago. I don't fucking consider someone my boyfriend or my girlfriend off at the first date. I don't think I'd even consider them my boyfriend or girlfriend on the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth. It would all depend on when I actually get to know them, which could be anything from a day to a week. Well, it's unlikely to be a day, but some people are really transparent. He told me that he thought he could change me. That he thought through his love, he could make me realize that I was worth so much more than that. That I was a higher value of woman than to be polyamorous or in open relationships. As if my goddamn body count affects my worth in any fucking way whatsoever. And it wouldn't if I... Oh shit, there's someone out there. Fuck! Whatever, I don't even fucking care. If I had a high body count, every time I make a video, it feels like every time I make a fucking video, people want to hang out in the hallways. If I had a high body count because I was trafficked, or a high body count because it was out of my control that I ended up with dozens of men or dozens of women, that wouldn't be a problem for him. And if it was, then he is beyond just a piece of human shit. Like, if... shit. But had it been out of my control that I had a high body count, which I don't even think I do, funnily enough. I don't know. But if it being out of my control, he wouldn't have had a problem with that. It was the fact that I was willingly deciding that I wanted to follow a certain kind of lifestyle that he didn't like. Now, honestly, fucking honestly, you can have whatever opinions you want on high body counts, on open relationships, on whatever the fuck. But I can tell you that the problem wasn't that I had a high body count. It was the fact that I was making a decision that he did not like. And he didn't have the balls to just say he didn't like it, and thought he could manipulate me into what he wanted. The fucking thing that he had a problem with was that I was making decisions for myself that he didn't like. So when he couldn't pressure me, he decided he wanted to manipulate me. And that is fucking wrong. I am fucking sick of... I'm sick of that treatment from other people, because it is a shitty thing to do to another human being. But I am fucking sick as well of the fact that society itself seems to have a fucking problem with women making decisions. Like, isn't that just the story of a woman's life? You know? You cannot do anything right in this world when you have a fucking vagina. And I don't even know if I'm a woman. But if you have a fucking vagina, you cannot do anything right. If you cover up, you're a prude. If you wear revealing clothes, you're a slut. If you get raped, you probably deserve it. Just... you can't do anything right. You can't do anything right. You can't make any decisions for yourself that the world would have a problem with. And it is just your luck if you were born into, like, a country or a culture that is more okay with you making certain decisions than others. Because either way, you're fucked. And it is that way a lot of times for men too, but not to the fucking degree it is for women. And I hate that. I think that's why the not like other girls trends came up in the first place. You know, that whole I'm not like other girls because I'm so quirky and different in such a unique fucking way, even though I'm kind of a cardboard cutout of everyone fucking else. Like, Watch me be unique in the most cookie cutter way possible. How do you want my personality to be? I'm whatever that is. And that's why there's so many different variations of the not like other girl trope. You can be the cool girl. You can be the chill girl. You can be the fucking, is it the trad wife? The Christian girl. There's just so many different variations. But the reason that women in general have developed this in the first place, okay, is because there's no good way to be a woman. None. You can never get it right. And we're under so much fucking pressure to get it right that we literally developed a neurosis. A fucking neurosis around having a personality. So even when we're trying to assert our individuality, we do so by falling into specific goddamn tropes. To the point at which not like other girls are just like other not like other girls. And all girls think that they're not like other girls. And it's also because we hate being a woman. Am I too girly? Oh shit. I'm not being girly enough. Oh fuck. I guess there's always going to be something wrong with me. The whole not like other girls thing does exist for men too. But with men, it's so much darker. Every man I've met who has promised to be different from another man has been a dangerous man. I'm not like those other guys. I won't rape you. I'm safe. God damn it. I didn't know I was so angry, Jesus Christ. I feel fucking deflated and broken and fuck. Fuck. And I've had to deal with it again. This time not from a dude, but from a woman. And I'm just getting this vibe from Blair that she's not okay with me being polyamorous. And I don't want to let things continue because I am so tired of people thinking that they can make decisions for me, and I'm so tired of letting myself think that they can. You know? Because everyone who has taken control over my life for me has done a great goddamn job. My parents, my boyfriends. God. On principle, I shouldn't let people. But I have to say, from when I have, by accident, because I don't like doing as I'm told, hasn't worked out well for me. Funny that. I'm so tired. I just want to stay in bed all day. I'm so sick of people. I'm so sick of fucking people. Fucking people fucking suck. Ugh. Fuck. This dude I'm texting at the moment, who introduced me to Blair, his name's Ahmed. He, just asked me to send him a video of me fucking myself. I said I wasn't in the mood. He hasn't responded. So that's great. Jesus Christ, no wonder I'm depressed. And people I'd actually like to do something somewhat romantic with is, fuck. I don't know if I talked about Alex. But, Alex texted me in the middle of the night a little while ago, not a long time ago, but a little while ago, saying that, he was drunk and realized that all he ever wanted was me. Kept up some communication, and now nothing. He keeps saying he wants to see me, and I tell him, I'm free now, and nothing. I've done that twice. I don't know if I should keep going. I don't think I should. I don't have the energy to chase people. I've done all my chasing already over someone who doesn't fucking deserve it. Isn't that the story of everyone's life? You always chase the people who don't deserve it. Anyways, I don't know. I finally called the rape hotline center to ask an actual professional if they thought what my ex did to me was rape or not. And I shit you not, the lady on the other line was like, "Well, I'm not. I can't tell you what to think, but I think you know what that was. And, I think you should call the police." So now I have to text one of his old friends that I have on Instagram, and I have to get them to resend me screenshots of him threatening someone with a knife when he was 14. I should mention I did not know about this while I was in a relationship with him. I didn't know but towards the ending of the relationship. That was I think within the same period of time that I broke up with him. It was close enough. Honestly, when I was with him, every red flag was so obviously there, and I saw them. I just didn't know how to process them. Just because I was just in denial. Anyways. I just got so depressed for a second just thinking about Damien and the way he treated me. Sorry. Anyways, I have to get her to resend me those screenshots. I feel embarrassed I have to ask, but I deleted all proof that I ever spoke to him when I was trying to decompress from the relationship. I did what anybody does when they've been through a bad breakup. They delete every proof that that person existed. But then after a while after that, I was like, oh shit, was what happened sexual assault? And then I realized, oh fuck, it was. I might have to go to the police, but I've deleted everything. So now I have to do that. And I have to go to the police in his area. And at the very least warn them about him. If I had a picture of him, which I'm going to need to get again, I'm going to have to, if I ever get accepted into some BDSM clubs, I'm going to have to make sure that they know his name, his face. And I was already going to do that anyways. Because I did have an invitation to go to an actual BDSM club, which will be fun. Could be good for me. But, police. Police, that's what's next. So that's gonna be a whole thing. That's gonna be a whole ass thing. I just really, all I really want is right. All I really want right now is a hug from someone I actually trust. Doesn't. Completely and fully. I don't. I'm really bad with trust, so even people that I have in my life that are, I guess, trustworthy, if there's one flaw about them, I already know what it is. um, I feel like all the emotion is kind of out, which is good. I feel a bit numb now. Kind of just back to the present moment. The scab hurts. I keep picking my zits. Turn them into craters in my face. I need to stop. Stop. I have a picking problem. Pick my lips, pick my face. I think it's an anxiety thing. I've done it since I was a kid. Anyways, I'm doing a psychology course at the moment because I want to be a psychologist when I'm older. Working a dead-end job for the rest of my life isn't exactly sustainable in our economy right now. And honestly, even if I did work a dead-end job for the rest of my life, I don't really want to. I like money. I like having money. Lots of things I want to spend my money on. So, I have to get to studying even though I don't really feel ready for education yet. Hopefully I will when I'm out of my house. But, so I made these because I'm a visual learner. Little flashcards. So everything that's written on there is points from my psychology course. It looks strange. I mean, I like it. But I feel like it's the first bad cup of tea that you have to pour on your teapot. You know? I feel like the others will be better. I'm still quite proud of them. I'm crafty when I want to be. It's, the golden stuff is wax. Golden wax. Like the kind that you stamp on letters. And then the angels in the background are angel Christmas cards that I bought for $5. I just glued them onto the back. They look shit from the back, but whatever. And yeah, and then I burnt them, obviously. You can see the little burn marks. I feel much better now. I have to break up with Blair today. I can't take care of another person. I can barely take care of myself. And she's looking for someone to take care of her. And honestly, I didn't want to admit this to myself, but I don't think I want to take care of another person ever fucking again in my life. I don't think I talked about this at all, but I'm the oldest of, what was it? 3 kids. I'm the oldest of 3 kids, so 4 children. And I don't even need to give an explanation, but I feel like I have to justify my wants to be taken care of and never take care of another person ever. Because it feels so selfish. But I shouldn't have to, you know? If I'm honest with what I want, then I can't hurt people. Because if I say directly to someone, I don't want to take care of you, I can't take care of you. If I did, I would get resentful. You're gonna need to find someone else. That isn't being manipulative. You know? I think people think that stating things is manipulative when I guess it can be if the statement is manipulative, but if you are upfront with people about what you want and who you are, you're not manipulating them if they decide to give in to you. Like, being manipulative in that way, this isn't even manipulative, like trying to force people to do what you want them to do, either overtly or covertly. You know, covertly is manipulative, overtly is forcing. But just making a statement about what you want and who you are is not manipulating people, it's not covert, and it's not trying to force people either, unless you say, I don't want to take care of you, so you better be okay with that. You know, that's not what I'm doing. Yet I feel like that's what I'm doing. I genuinely, like, it's been really hard for me to be okay with being different from people. There's this thing that happens to me where if I feel like I'm with someone who I look up to, I feel like I have to emulate them. It happened with my ex where if he had a hobby, I had to have that hobby. And I'd feel inferior every single time he talked about what he was good at. I was, I just, I don't know, it's like getting into competition with your partners, and I don't know why I do that. I don't do it with everyone, just people I really look up to, you know? Even people I, like, actually come to think about that, I think I do that with everyone. It was obvious to me when it was with my ex, but I've done it with everyone. And I think the reason for that is that my father growing up never knew how to interact with me or interact with any of us on the basis of our hobbies or our interests. I literally picked up an instrument just so that I could get attention from him. Or I remember there was one time he asked me how I was. I was about 15 or so. Could have been older. I don't know. I felt 15 in that moment, but I was probably older. He asked me how I was and yelled at me when I tried to tell him how I was. And it was literally like, how are you? Well, I've been doing alright today. Shut the fuck up! Can you see I'm driving? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, on the subject of kids, shit. I looked after my siblings a lot growing up. I was just thinking about it today that I don't really feel like I've ever been looked after by anyone. Not my parents, not any other authority figure that I can think of. Stop picking. Stop picking. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. But yeah, I don't want to look after people. I've spent my life looking after others. Not because I've wanted to, but because I've been forced to. I went through what was called parentification, where parent replaces a sibling with them. So I was second mother to most of my siblings. I did not fucking enjoy it. I honestly don't think my personality is even set up for that. I do sometimes want to take care of people, but that's not the experience I'm really craving right now. It's not That's not what I'm looking forward to. That's not what I imagine when I imagine my future. I imagine being taken care of. I imagine knowing what it's like for someone to be your rock. And I do get that. But I feel like I need it so badly. Like a thirsty person thinking about water. It's such a huge, huge fantasy for me. I just I feel like nothing that I've achieved has ever been enough for anyone. I feel like nothing I do is ever going to be good enough to warrant the kind of love and validation from my familial unit. I remember yesterday I I've been eating a lot of sugar, and that's not a safe food for me because of my anorexia. I woke up yesterday in the middle of the night panicking because of that. Panicking because of how much I drank. I mean, I did get drunk, but I'm a lightweight, so I could drink one glass of wine and I'm fucked. I woke up panicking like I was about to have a panic attack in the middle of the night. Just thinking about all the bad decisions I made. I haven't killed anyone or anything. Like, there was no reason I needed to feel that intensely. But, yeah. It is literally so hard for me to do anything and feel okay. Like, it was only recently that I felt alright wandering out in public without, like, with my face the way that it is, with all my little cuts and shit. And it was the first time that I didn't feel overtly self-conscious. And it was weird. I was outside in my snuddy, I wasn't dressed well or nothing, and it was interesting. And honestly, like, okay, what I experienced that night made me realize that people with anorexia, I feel like people with anorexia are just people who are terrified of making bad decisions. Quote unquote wrong decisions. Which makes sense with the whole perfectionism. And secondly, the thought that has been in my head as recently has also been that I think it's possible to create someone narcissistic just by only giving them validation when they're kids for something that they've done well. And that is literally the only kind of familial connection that they're getting when they're young. I feel like it's possible, you know? So those are the two thoughts I'm having about those disorders. I would, I don't know if, yeah. I need to keep these things in my mind. I need to keep them for when I be a psychologist one day. When I'm gonna be a psychologist one day. Anyways, I need to pee. I'll be back.